Hi everybody. I'm here with Olivia. And I'm here with some tea. I do instant tea. That's why there's a utensil in my cup. Olivia's here with her blueberry water and some food. She doesn't want the camera too close today, and I don't blame her because she's still molting. But I'm just here having some coffee / tea time with my duck, and I wanted to share that time with you. We just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. This is not a live. It's a video that's gonna just be on my channel. For you guys to enjoy and watch and get to know us a little bit more. So my name is Meghan, and this is my house duck, Olivia Gray. We live in the Washington, D.C. area. She's 3 years old. She just turned 3 in June. We incubated. We got the eggs off eBay. And we incubated at home, and so all she's ever known is being at home, being inside. Of course, we go out, clearly. We're outside right now. We're actually not at a home of mine. I have a house, but we are in an undisclosed location somewhere in the DC area. Yeah, that's not meant to be a riddle. It's just more of just privacy reasons. Won't say ever where I am at specifically. We'll probably mention the district here and there on my channel. We'll probably mention a state or two, like you've heard me talk about Virginia, you've heard me talk about Maryland. Those are your 2 only hints. Given the fact that I say DC area, there's also another hint, which is Northern Virginia and Southern Maryland. But it's such a vast and open place that if any of you happen to come across our page and recognize us out in public, locally, that'd be pretty cool. But I'd say the chances are very slim to none. Yeah, this is just a get-to-know video. This is a get-to-know sesh. I know I've already done a Q&A for Olivia, and that was live streamed a couple of weeks ago. And then we launched a new series called Quack Facts, and that was also a live. I've put some other videos up there, but those are shorts, and some of those are memories from my past in terms of what I've done with her the past 3 years with our travels leading up to today, most current. And I'm kind of doing like reverse order, so if you see me in hoodies, jackets, or something like that, you'll know that because it's still summertime weather and we're going into the fall season, it's indicated that this was filmed at a prior time. So I just put up more recently or I guess most recently would be Nature Walk, and then I did a couple of others like the New York City Marathon. We went to go cheer on the runners, and that was fun. I want to go ahead and say, oh, sorry, the wind. I'm sorry you had a Marilyn Monroe incident. I'm sorry. Nobody saw anything, right? You didn't see that. Nobody saw it. It's okay. It happens. Anyway, I wanted to go ahead and state that there is a famous duck that runs in the New York City Marathon that has in the past. She is not that duck. Just to clarify, we went up there in hopes to maybe run into them, and I say that as like a pun. I thought it would be like a cute thing in my head. I was like, oh, it would be cool to just like show up there from DC and like have the first duck cheer on that famous duck. And it turned out that she was not running that year, and that was this past November. I don't know if we're gonna go again, because I'm not trying to like make it a thing or have anyone get upset at me for like taking the light away from that famous duck. So there were a couple of instances where people there at the event were asking me if she was the duck, and I was like, no, she's not, and that's gonna happen, right? So I just think it's I'm sorry. Well, yes, she is your friend. I think you're friends with her. Yeah. You've met her. Yeah. But not during that time. Do you remember going to New York? Do you remember seeing the Twin Towers Memorial? Yeah. And do you remember meeting people and making new friends? Yeah, I think you do. The streets of New York are very busy for a duck, very busy for a human, let alone a duck. But I just wanted to throw it out there and clarify that, like, that was a highlight reel that I made because it's on my Instagram. Anyway, like, I have posts of that. And I'm not getting on here to try and make a viral hit, okay? I'm not coming up on here trying to diss the previous or current duck community. Instead, what I want to do is embrace it. I want to start a new chapter, and I want to try and invite anyone to try and do a collab. Whether that's the people who are already established influencers or the people who I've already met along the way. I'm open to it, but just know that, like, I'm not trying to take the limelight or anything. I'm not a popular channel. Obviously, everything that can be posted can change overnight, and I'm aware of that. But that's not my goal here. I just want to establish something, and I want to make it clear to anyone who comes across to my channel, who's already come to my channel. Most of y'all are close friends of mine, and I appreciate you subscribing and being there and supporting us. This is so we can stay live and stay as advocates for the duck community. And when I say duck community, I just mean people who have pet ducks. We get treated a little differently. You know, pet birds in general are not the cleanest creatures on earth, and I find that it's pretty relevant to speak up for them. She enjoys her life with me, and I think that's all that matters. But I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart with you and have you know, whoever it is that may see this, that I'm not coming across as any intentional threat or anything like that. I've already had some things addressed to me by others, and I've already had some remarks, and I'm like thinking to myself, isn't there enough internet for all of us combined to just not feel threatened and not be treated like this is a high school or an elementary school playground at recess? There is so much internet. It's vast and a great place to be if you allow it to be. So I'm just up here saying a few words because I find that if I don't, interact, and if I keep things bottled up, or like I just talk to my close personal friends in person, and I don't talk to the internet about these topics, certain things start to get said in the wrong context. And instead of coming to me directly and asking, people are going to be people and they're going to make assumptions about you. So, I've already established some things about my past, my recent past of, I want to say working, but apparently that's the wrong verb, okay? Helping, assisting, being a friend, standing up for what was right, and doing what I had to do to turn a new leaf in terms of like, if I'm disbarred from that for no pivotal reason other than just it is what it is, I'm allowed to turn a new leaf. I'm allowed to take the plunge and be online with my duck. I don't see you coming to me directly and telling me not to. Because you can't. Okay? Nobody can. Last I checked, I still have internet. I still have a phone that works. I still have cameras. I still have my duck. And you have the same opportunities. And by you, I mean anyone. So, if there are accusations about people starting up new channels on this website that is called YouTube, it's a compound word. You are able to do whatever you'd like, as am I. It's not called iTube, okay? It's just not. And I'm not going to get ghetto this time. I'm not going to have my Cajun accent come out. Because I'll tell you for one thing, I'm turning a new leaf. I'm pushing forward. And I want people to still know that I'm okay. I'm breathing. I'm upright. I'm doing my thing. Whether you like it or not. Just like how y'all do your own thing. Whether you like it or not. Okay? So, that being said, there's other things that I could address, I could talk about, I could go on for hours, but I'm not going to do that. If the time comes where it gets to be something more than it is, whether that be something that I feel like I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to keep posting, or I don't want to have that creative side come out and risk damaging the sensitive soul that I once was friends with. I just am not here to cause strife. I'm not here on my channel to cause any more damage to you. The reality is, I'm sorry that I hurt you. I truly am, and I took those previous videos down because all they're gonna do is cause further issues. So to show you that I have sincere apology, since you won't take the time to talk to me directly and be a man, still, I'm here. And until you tell me or talk to me otherwise, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to keep posting whether or not you report my videos as content that I've stolen. So, I'm coming to you. Airplane brake. Yeah. Oh, helicopter, actually. I knew that. Aircraft brake. Anyway, I've tried to come to you to just let you know certain things. You made me a mod on your channel again, on one of your channels, as a little reset button, bait and switch game. People are coming to me about it. Went to go see for myself and it was there. Did the right thing. It was an oversight, right? Yeah, it was an oversight, that's for sure. Look, I'm smarter than I look, and if you're wanting to keep playing games with me, and that's how it's gonna be, then I don't want to be friends with somebody that's going to be treating me that way. Or treating my duck that way. So, that being said, I have to put my foot down. Just one foot right now. And I have to establish some things with you. But because you won't talk to me, I've decided that I'm just gonna keep posting. But I am not going to post because of you. So it's like, it's this kind of like, there's these fine lines that everyone has, everyone can cross or figure out for themselves. But we're adults. We're adults with pet ducks, and I thought you wanted me to fight for them at one point. So that's what I'm doing, with or without you. This is a call to action. I mentioned I live in the DC area. This is what we're gonna do. Olivia and I have a huge announcement to make. This channel is going in a different direction very soon. She has been called to the streets of DC. And we're gonna start going live in September of this year to fight against Foie Gras. There is a coalition group in DC, and we are being called to action. So she will be taking a stand. She will be showing up there on her live streams during the protests. And she's going to become something. We're also going to the Capitol, in our nation's capital. Going to the Capitol building. We've been called there. We've been called to speak, tell our story, and get up and start campaigning. Start doing what's right. So that's what direction we're taking. We've officially joined the coalition. That happened last week. And it's going to be an interesting twist, just because I don't necessarily want to go political, but if I have to, I will. And in that case, I know that I have a couple of people, like representatives, that have already been in touch with me directly to be interviewed with her at the Capitol. So those videos will be coming out probably by the end of the year. I don't know yet when we'll be filming, but when that happens, you'll know, because we'll be taking behind the scenes footage, and you'll be able to know, because I'm going to have a couple of camera crews with me. They'll have their camera crew, I'll have mine, so I can decide what I want to do, live stream it or whatever. But the service isn't great in there for obvious reasons, so it might even be like a no phones kind of situation, and in which case I'll probably just have Shoot DC come down and help me. But in any case, Olivia is heading to the streets of DC, specifically certain hotels that are serving foie gras. I think it would be really, I think it'll be a really great opportunity for people who show up there to eat it before walking in will meet her. And not everybody gets the opportunity to meet a duck up close. So this is a call to action. This is a recruitment video. This is a big announcement. This is something that, it's a direction that I feel called to do. And one chapter closes in your life, other opportunities come knocking very quickly. But this is why I'm addressing other duck influencers, because you guys, all of you, have the opportunity to join us and meet us. Maybe we can alternate, I don't know. But I think it's time to make a big change. And I think it's time to let pettiness go in a lot of different areas. So, it's a call to action, but some people may not be able to keep their differences aside. Some of it might be about trust, some of it might be about other things. But just know, I'm doing this because of you. I'm doing this because the world that we live in is ever changing so fast. It's changing in ways that we can't keep up with every day. There's something else. And this is a way to still be involved and to still address certain things that need to be addressed. So, the opportunity is now, and it is knocking. It's not September yet, but due to privacy reasons, because we'll be live certain times, sometimes it'll be pre-recorded and put up. But every time I go live, what I plan on doing is, at the protest, is taking different clips of the live stream, the highlights, and doing like a reel of some kind, a little short, just to kind of get that out there even more, the message. And you just don't know. You just don't know. So even if you do not have a pet duck, what I'd like to see happen is a whole lot of likes, subscribes, and sharing going on. That's how you can contribute. You can contribute in a way that you may not feel is beneficial to us. But the more people that finds out about the opportunities that are knocking for making a change and making an improvement in this world, to speak for ducks, I think it would be significant. And even if it's in a small way, that you may feel it's small to subscribe, or you may feel it's small to share. But even if you just share it with your family, you know, your friends, that goes a long way. And we have to open up the door of communication. okay? We have to come together and unite and be their voices, you know, not just for ducks, but all animals, you know? So, yeah. They deserve to be treated better. So, just wanted to go ahead and announce that and let you guys know that change is coming very soon. And, I wish I could be a little bit more excited about it. Because normally you guys see me a little bit in a more uplifting mood. But there have been some things going on behind the scenes that I find profound and I find eye-opening. There are a lot of changes going on, and when you feel called to action, it's different because it's like you have a shield of protection. So things are going to be changing very soon. Even if that means DC will stop serving Foie Gras. That's one thing that we can change together. And what better way to be a duck community online than to not only serve the ducks for better, but becoming their advocates, both online and offline. After all, that's what it's about at the end of the day. So, I'll just leave you with that, and the next video should be a little bit more relaxed and more cool vibes. But as of right now, when you're called to action, you gotta be serious. You gotta put your game face on. And I'm not playing any more games, okay? This is gonna be all in or nothing. So, thank you to all of the influencers out there in the duck community for showing me either how not to be or how to be. And the most recent one that I've interacted with, I hope one day that we can find peace and move forward. And I'm sorry that things didn't go according to what you wanted to see happen. But just know that I'm taking this opportunity to be a voice for your duck, for my duck, and other house ducks out there. Okay? Because if there's any way to move forward, it's not about me. And it's not about you. It's about you. Yeah. So you guys have a great rest of your week. Today's Wednesday. I don't normally post videos on Wednesday. But again, this is a call to action, so I can post anytime. All right. I hope where you're at, you have some pleasant weather. You can get outside, look at the clouds, enjoy some sun. And if that's not the case, I hope you're able to enjoy your life in some aspect. Yeah. You guys take care of yourselves, and we'll see you real soon.